Hey y'all, we finna do a Diddy update really quick because it's a lot going on and I haven't been in tune with y'all because I work. But today I'm doing work from home, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so it's been a lot going on with this Diddy trial and so much has been hitting the streets about it. Chad, they threatening a mistrial. Yes, that would have been the report I gave if I would have gave this report on Thursday or Wednesday. But Chad, we on Friday. And today is the day that the judge said, hey, we going to resolve these issues and get back to court on Friday. Or we going to go ahead and move forward with this motion to dismiss that the defense done brought forward. Now, let me tell y'all why they wanted to do a motion to dismiss. This motion to dismiss came because the judge was pissed. He was pissed off because it was so much mess going on with juror number 6 and him lying about where he lived versus where he visited. The boy really lived, which he was lived in, but let him tell it, he lived in New Jersey, but he was lying. His baby mama lived in New Jersey. That's where he visited, but he was really from Brooklyn. But then he came back with a rebuttal like, still don't know who he is. I don't even listen to hip hop. And the judge, the defense, and the prosecution like, yeah. But then to top it off, once the judge officially dismissed juror number 6, here comes some bull crap with juror number 7. The mess that juror number 7 had going on don't make number 6 look like a saint at all whatsoever. Juror number 7 is getting these anonymous text messages from anonymous person, honey, a secret. I don't know who is texting this boy, but whoever texting him need to stop for real. We need to get this going while the defense is ready to get up. So whoever this person is that's texting juror number 7, baby, is texting juror number 7 details, notes, comments, information, and conversations about this case. That only people that are witnesses and the defendant and the prosecution team, the legal team, stuff like that. And this boy number 7 is sitting up here discussing this mess with whoever this person is that's texting him. Not only is he discussing it with this person that's texting him, he discussing it with the people in the streets, honey. The people who is his friends, his family, his loved ones, the people he care about. He just up chit-chatting, talking. I guess he's shocked because I think I would be too once I find out I'm sitting on the trial of Sean. Bottom line is just this. All this mess with these jurors had us pent up most of the week and pending a mistrial. But the judge said, today we going to proceed and we going to proceed with the next assistant. Now, why this man had a team of assistants, I don't know. But this assistant here seemed like he finna break the case. Now, I think it's worth mentioning to y'all that this boy looked like he lived in some trailer park himself. But the way they done cleaned him up to look like he fresh out of Calabasas, California, don't make no darn sense. Look at the photos. This assistant's name is Brendan, and he takes the stand and testifies that he is not only just the assistant, baby. He the mover of the things that takes Diddy from this level to this level. That's all I'm saying. Also, in his testimony, he testifies that he goes on family vacations with Diddy. He travels with Diddy, and he is the personal assistant for the Gucci bag, really, not for Diddy. Child, imagine a man hiring you just to tote a Gucci bag. And then said, honey, not only was I the assistant for the Gucci bag, baby, I was the cleaner, I was the package handler, I was the mover, the roller, the shaker for all the trees that he inhaled out to the garage. Don't ask me because I don't know. But he was the babysitter for the 420. All right, so we know that Brendan was the assistant for the Gucci bag and the babysitter for the 420. He say them people was working him, baby, like a slave. Just like the rest of the assistants that came forward and testified too. Say them people was working them triple time, double time, overtime, baby, and they wasn't paying them for the work that they was doing. But we all know that the job of assistant meant... Oh, and asking Brendan, how did he even acquire the job from the prosecution? Baby Brenda said I had got the job because I was hired by the team, which the team was the HBIC, and we all know that to be KK. KK did the hiring and the interviewing of Brenda, but Brenda said really wasn't no interviewing. Say the music producer was sitting down there in the interviewing process with us when I met her, which I was introduced to her by what's that man name? Ellie Moran. I hope I'm saying your name right. Elon, whatever. I'll sound criminal. All right. I was introduced to her by Ellie Moran, and Ellie Moran introduced me to her. I went down to the interview with her, and the producer man sat in the interview with her. But baby, one no question. She asked me for my ID. She scanned up my ID information and made me sign an NDA. Boom, I was out. My workload seemed light. I met Puff. It seemed like, okay, I can get into this job. But then Eli told me if I got a girl, I need to get rid of the girl. Because, baby, I'm going to have to work for Diddy around the clock. He testified that they consumed all his time and they ain't give him all his dimes, because we now know from the tax documents that these people was alleging to be being paid $200K something a year. Brendan said, no, sir. No, ma'am. They only gave me $100K. So now we got tax fraud and tax evasion entering the case. Child. Now, the next most important part of Brendan's testimony for me today, was him saying that after the freak offs, he'll go clean the room of the rug evidence. So the man was the assistant for the rugs, the mover for the rugs, and the evidence remover. So, in Brendan's position, honey, he pled the fifth and requested immunity before he even agreed to take the stand. And I don't blame him. He definitely needed to. Because as the handler, the mover, the shaker, and all the things he testified to, I could easily see the feds, after they get done with Sean, coming back for Brendan, the way they finna do KK. They finna hem you up. I hate to tell you, baby. They finna hem you up because you have been all over this case. I don't even know why you not sitting next to that man. We gonna stay tapped in. We gonna stay tuned in. And we'll come back because they not done with Brendan. This is just the prosecutor getting started with him. This is his first day on the stand. And the defense got to do a cross. Stay tuned, honey. Ain't gonna be no more Diddy after this.